Hello, good morning, evening, afternoon and night. Surely you should fit into one of those categories, unless the sun has exploded, in which case, welcome to the apocalypse. I am going to review Final Destination 5 in a very special way. I am going to teach you how to make a Final Destination film. Oh yes, this will be a very special review. Okay, first off I just want to say, this Final Destination movie is like all the other Final Destination movies. Essentially, the basic plot, the story of it, is copied and pasted, and then they sell it again to you in the cinema. The only thing they ever change is the people who play the characters. I mean, even the characters are copy and pasted. Some of the characters may be a bit new and different, some of them may be not so new and different. In this one there was a character basically copy and pasted from the last one, except maybe he was a bit less of an arsehole. So yeah, that's basically what you're going to go watch. If you watch Final Destination 5, you're watching Final Destination 1 as well, and 2, and 3, and 4. But you don't care about the cast, you don't care about the characters. What we want to see is horrific accidents, and that is what changes. That is why it's worth going to watch Final Destination 5. Good. Now that we've established that, how to make a Final Destination movie of your very own. See, nice and easy. As I say, go on a wiki, get the plotline from Final Destination. It'll be there, it's the same in all of them. Copy it, paste it. Now what you need to change to make your own is the accident at the beginning, and then how they kill off the characters. Good. If you want to make it uniquely your own, you may want to save multiple characters. I mean, in the first one, didn't one of them live? Yeah, there was a girl who survived in one of them. She died in the third. Spoiler warning. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, you've probably seen it. So yes, then you want to get your characters. Boss type character, dickhead type character, main character, love interest, filler. Good. Got your characters, got your plot line. Now you want to do is get creative. Make them die in horrific manners. All in one go at first. You need the big crash scene at the beginning. Fireballs, just metal flying through the air, impaling people in ways that is not possible. Yeah, that sort of thing. Go nuts. Pretty much. Have a guy walk in with a flamethrower for no apparent reason if you want. It doesn't need to make sense, it just needs to be horrific and make people cringe. Then, skip back to the beginning, main character, vision, run away. Do this however you want, it always makes the main character look like a bit of a pansy. Now, the order you killed them in the accidents is very important, because that is the order they must die, because death has a grand plan, apparently, and we all have little ticking clocks above our head that we can't see, unless you believe certain anime, whatever they're called, mangas, I think, where you can see them if you sacrifice half your life. If you get what I'm talking about, then yeah, you understand. If you don't, just put your fingers in your ears and ignore that last bit. Don't put your, no, take your fingers out your ears now. I'm talking about something else now. Where was I to? Oh yes, people dying. Good. Now this is where it gets interesting, because you do an overly elaborate death scene. The main people, you want the audience to not know when they're going to die, but know that they're going to die at some point in that scene. So you build up all these suspense, all the ways that things can go wrong, and then have it all happen at once. Have every single thing that can go wrong, have it all contribute to the death. Have shrapnel flying through the air. They duck the shrapnel, but it makes them hit a spanner, which opens a case which releases deadly spiders onto their face that eats them. Something like that. You know, go mental. Good. Melt them. Melting's good. Yes, that happened in Final Destination 5. But enough of that. Go watch the movie. It's a good movie. Good. Now another important part is the main character plus a couple of the side cast must figure out that they are wanted by death and must try and outsmart death. So there's a few clever ways you can have them do this. Ultimately they must fail, but that doesn't matter, because another thing, there must be a character who is so willing to try, so willing to fight to survive, he becomes a complete dickhead to his mates. And regardless of how you do this, people are going to turn against them very quickly. So yeah, you want to make sure that once you've done this, it does not try and get sympathy from the audience again. You've got to make sure the audience know he is not a nice guy. preferably kill him in a overly painful or in, like, you know, a satisfying way. Kill him in a way that the audience will go, yeah, he deserved that. He was a tit. Anyway, you're going to want him to be one of the last to die. All you want left is the main cast, the main character after that, the main guy who people are supporting. And if you've been kind and not killed his love interest, then she should be alive as well. Or he. You might want to make a male love interest. I mean, it's up to you, you know? You might want your characters to swing that way. Ultimately, though, if you do that, you'll get a lot of people hating your main character. An important thing now is skip forward however long you want. Give the impression that they've succeeded temporarily. Skip forward, yeah. And then you want to kill them in an unexpected manner. So now you know how to make your own Final Destination movie. Let's get on to reviewing the Final Destination movie that I went to watch. So yeah, Final Destination 5 was, yeah, it was what you expect. As I say, accident, kill them off. It's good. The accent at the beginning was probably the most unreasonable accent at the beginning I've seen in a Final Destination film. They appear to think cardboard and concrete are the same thing. Or maybe they should get them mixed up. Maybe they think cardboard boxes are, like, you know, pretty strong and concrete is terrible quite easily. I mean, I don't know where they were thinking with this, but they got it wrong. Very wrong. But yeah, if you go watch it, you'll see that the accent at the beginning has a 0% chance of happening. Zilch. Nil. None. But was that scary? None? I don't know. In my head it was scary. Probably sounds quite pathetic out loud. But yeah, after that, the accidents, some of them are horrific, some of them are great. Just, I think they reused an accident actually. One of the characters who, well, the bit of a pervy dick character in this one, I'm pretty sure he died in a way that I've seen possibly in another Final Destination. May have been a different film. Yeah. Loads of needles across his body, getting acupuncture. I think we can guess what happens to him. Although, to be fair, that's not how he dies, that's just something that happens to him. So maybe they were just, like, you know, saying, look, our old Final Destination film, the person probably wouldn't have died of this, but let's show this guy dying in a similar way, but with more severe things happening to him. I feel quite bad on him how he dies. It's unexpected. You're watching it and you go, I know how he dies. And you go, oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, I know how he dies now. And then when you think you know how he dies, different way. Completely different way he dies. So that, big points for unexpected. Most unexpected death yet in a Final Destination film, which, you know, is pretty good. They can be a bit creative. I'm pretty sure they have psychopaths working there to think of ways of killing people. Might be a good job opportunity. I'll look into that. But first, a movie review, because that's of course why I'm here, not just to talk to you about stuff. Criticisms of it, and this is probably going to sound repetitive to a criticism I had of Conan the Barbarian. In the second death, I believe. No, wait, it might have been the first. Yeah, no, the first death. Yeah, the first accident. There's bones sticking out of the corpse, and that. It's not very good. I've seen better makeup and horror gore done on a first aid course. Seriously, I've seen first aid courses, makeup boxes do better gore on this. So yeah, but there's enough of it to distract you from that. It's pretty great the way she dies. Oh, I shouldn't have said she. Pretty great the way this person dies. Yeah, smooth that one over. Just forget the bit before that, because that was a spoiler. If you haven't seen it, forget it. Good. Done that? Good. Excellent. And so now, with the pacing of a Green Lantern sequel, I move on to the conclusion. Yes, I bet you thought there'd be more sense of it, but no. Conclusion. Conclusion, it is epic. The storyline isn't. But come on, blood and gore and accidents. Yeah. and generally, I'm not sure if there's the guy in who I can't really say much, but there's a guy in who possibly plays Death. It's just awesome the way he does it. I think he's been in another Final Destination movie, so I think he does play Death. I think that is his role, but he appears as if he's not, because otherwise, I mean, if he was playing Death as Death, people just go, is that the Grim Reaper? And they go, what? I think it is. So yeah, he doesn't wear a robe and a scythe. I mean, scythes are cool, but he doesn't have a scythe. So yeah, he's fantastic acting. Conclusion, anyway, because I rambled on. It's worth watching. The 3D is well used again. Old 3D was terrible, but now film industry has really sorted out 3D. If you can't see 3D like my mate John, then I don't think my local cinema was showing it in 2D, so yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, good film. Watch it. Bye then.